G'day, how's it going? Sabre SG here. Welcome to EVE Online Series 21. And as you can see, this is the Rail Catalyst. Getting into some solo PvP around Faction Warfare again. And yeah, if you're enjoying the content, please like, comment and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Let's get into the video. Righto, so let's have a look at the rail kiting catalyst. Surprisingly effective against frigates or frigates that have an afterburner. You can kite them. Destroyers, brawling destroyers, they're going to have a bad day as well. If you encounter a frigate that has a Microwarpdrive, then you're in trouble. They'll catch you, and then they're smart enough, they'll know to get under your guns and orbit you at 500. But on the whole, pretty effective fit, quite surprisingly. I didn't think it was going to be as effective as it was. Drugs that I used, either an overclocker or a damaged pyrolancer, just depending on how I felt. But yeah, so the ammo that I was using was Caldari Navy Thorium. I was keeping it range around 18 to 20k, and I found that I think that applies the best. With Antimatter in, it only hits out to 19k, and sometimes I was drifting in and out of that sort of range. So I had an Overdrive, low friction nozzle points, and your Microwarpdrive. You get a 2025 speed, long point, damage control, damage mod. And yeah, overall pretty good. Let's get into some fights, eh? Righto, so in this first fight I am up against a Vigil fleet issue, and I'm inside the Plex, and I'm pretty concerned because the Vigil fleet issue gets a bonus to the webs, which is not going to be good for me. But a couple things do go my way. Is this actual fit is a massive buffer fit, and he doesn't have a web, so he hasn't built to the strength of this ship, so that's to my advantage, which means he can't web me from a long range, and I can manage to keep him at my optimal, which is good. I changed my optimal keep it range to 20k just to account for the Vigil fleet. But yeah, he also forgets to put his drones out, so no damage is being put on me whatsoever, and so those two mistakes just lead to pretty much an easy kill. Good fight, mate. Righto, so in this next fight I am waiting inside a Plex. In fact, most of the fights, this ship is really has to take advantage of having the high ground and being inside the Plex at your optimal and catching people off guard with your kitiness. But yeah, Fed Comet comes in, and luckily he's afterburner fit, which means that I can dictate range, and he's a little bit late on getting his drones on me, I think. But yeah, I think near the end here he does start to close range and catch me, but he doesn't have a scram. He's got a warp disruptor, so yeah, it's all good. Scram will obviously shut my Microwarpdrive off and make me stay still so that he can get a nice orbit on me, but not the case in this one. There we go, he's closing range now, so I think he gets a web on me. There we go, but a bit late. Anyway, good fight. Right ho, so another fight against a Fed Comet, and you have to excuse my croaky throat. Got a bit of a head cold at the moment. But yeah, it's Mr. Tyree Jinx. I've had a number of fights with him. And lucky for me, it is an afterburner rail Comet, so scram kiter. Which allows me to kite him pretty effectively. So yeah, the advantage is to me, obviously. Comets are always pretty challenging because they've got high DPS and they're bloody tanky as well. And as you can see, Mr. Sully Mandori slides in with his Kikimora, sneaky bugger. So I get the kill and yeah, I'm out of there. Good fight, Tyree. Righto, so this next fight I am up against a Corm. And I'm really hoping that this Cormorant is a blaster Corm rather than a rail, because a rail Corm could be bad news for me. But luckily enough, it is a blaster Corm. He does, however, have a Microwarpdrive. So he almost closes range to me. In fact, I need to, he's getting so close that I have to overheat to pull range. Because I got the Overdrive Injector, I am slightly faster than him. Yeah, good fight, Cold Storm. Alright, next fight. I am up against a Thrasher. And once I get him targeted here, but man, he starts targeting and applying damage virtually straight away on me, super quick. It turns out he's a he's got a Sabre sensor booster artifit, and it's just all gank, no tank. And yeah, so I get the kill, and then it's time to get out of there because it's Tama, and there's just all sorts of crazy shit going on in Tama. Good fight. Okay, so once again I'm inside the Plex, and a Navy Slicer comes in, and I'm really hoping that he's not the scram brawling fit. But he's got a long point on me, so which is good for me. I'm really hoping that I can alpha him before he realises that I'm a rail fit. You can see he starts to pull range now, charging at him, but he just manages to disengage and get away. Yeah, good fight. Okay, here we go, and we're up against a Corax this time. We don't really see many Coraxes around, and can't really say I've ever flown one either. But he ends up being a rocket my afterburner fit, so it's quite easy for me to just keep him at range. He's at a real big disadvantage. He can't catch me, and his rockets can't hit me. So it's just a matter of burning him down. So yeah, good fight. Righto, so in this one I'm up against a Thrasher, and it's a Space Muffin. I get a lot of fights with him. He's a good dude. But yeah, this is an arty Thrasher, so he has no problems with applying damage, so it just becomes a bit of a DPS race. And for a sec there, I get pretty worried. Especially, he's got a couple bulkhead 2s in there, so his hull tank is not bad. But in the end, I get the kill. Yeah, good fight, Space Muffin. So there we go, the rail kiting catalyst. Happy days, it went well. I actually got more kills than I did deaths for once, which is pretty rare for me. But yeah, if you're enjoying the content, please like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, yibbida yibbida, that's all folks, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.